Okay, so today's episode is a little bit different. You'll have to bear with me at times, but we get there eventually. Enjoy. Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome back to episode 3 of my Leeds United career mode. Now in today's episode, we're going to be finishing off the summer transfer window. First of all, though, a game against Norwich to play in the League 4, so hopefully try and climb up the league table. It's been a slower start to the season than I was hoping for, to be honest. In the last episode, we lost considerably there to Swansea. Still feel very hard done by in that game, but we're going to move on from that. Hopefully bounce back against Norwich, then play Hull City in the Carabao Cup, so look forward to that game as well. And like I said, we're going to try and sign a couple more players before we end this window. Got £9 million to spend, so plenty of cash to spend, and we'll see who we bring in. Before we go any further, I'd really appreciate you dropping a like on today's video. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes once again. That'll be 3 episodes in a row. If we can do that, then that'll be absolutely great. And also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well down below. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Trying to push towards 20,000 subscribers. We're getting so close. If we can hit it by the end of the month, that'd be incredible. I'd really appreciate you clicking that button if you haven't already. Let's crack on with things, guys. You quite rightly, in the comment section of the last couple of episodes, let me know that Izzy Brown, of course, is not at Leeds. And to be honest, I realised that there was somebody missing. I just couldn't work out who it was. Izzy Brown, of course, is not at Leeds on this for some reason. I think EA have messed up the squads with it being the EA Access version of this game still. So we're going to take a look at him, hopefully try and sign him in today's episode if we can, because he'd be a good addition to this team. Let's just hope they are willing to let him go on loan. I'm not really too sure. Let's see what they say. This might not work. I really don't know. Yeah, okay, that's that over. Maybe we should try and sign him permanently then. Is that the other option we can go with? I mean, he is injury prone, which isn't ideal, but could do with him in the squad. Okay, so let's try and sign him permanently. I've really no idea how much he costs though, so this is just a massive shot in the dark here. I'm going to go £2 million. I hope that doesn't put them off. I've really no idea how much he's worth. What they're going to say? 2.1. Okay, so they're being really awkward here. And they want the sell-on clause. We're going to say no sell-on clause. We'll go 2.1. I have no idea what overall he is either, so... Oh, come on. So yeah, this is really me just sort of trying to sign him because he's at Leeds at the moment on loan. Let's go 2.2. I'm going to be as awkward as they are. No sell-on clause. That's a fair offer. Let's see if we can get a wage deal sorted. I can't believe we couldn't sign him on a loan, by the way, as well. That's pretty stupid. Again, this is just a massive shot in the dark. I've no idea what wages he's on, so this is really unhelpful. I'm just going to say 20 grand, but that's me just sort of playing it safe if possible. It could be miles more than that, it could be a lot less than that. £17,500, that's not too far away from what I originally said. So we'll remove the appearance bonuses, say 17.5 and a signing on bonus. It was 19.5, and luckily I don't think I overplayed that too much because we will sign him £19,500. A tricky deal, that one, when you have no idea like what overall he is or how much he's worth. And he will sign us now 70 overall. He can play centre attacking mid and left mid. Happy to have him at the club, and I think that's a decent deal for us. Just over £2 million paid for him, and that means he's now in our team. The good thing about signing permanently is that we can now actually trade him because, of course, if he's going back to a parent club, there's no point trading him up if he's not our player. So now he's actually our player. It's good that we can train up as well, because he certainly does need a bit of training on a few attributes. Okay, so it's this game now against Norwich. This is the team I'm going to go with. We're going to change formation slightly in today's episode to a 4-3-3 defend. We have played a couple of different systems so far, and I think this one might be the one that works a little bit better for me, so we're going to go with that. Baby Farrell starts in goal. We've got Ayling, Dawson, Janssen and Douglas there at the back. Calvin Phillips, Click and Slays in midfield. Hernandez, Roof and Alioski is our front three. This is the bench here. We've got Cooper, Berardi, Forshaw, Baker, Brown, Roberts and Bamford on there. Let's go with things. Of course, Harrison's still out injured, unfortunately, so he's out for a little bit longer now, and we'll wait and see when he gets back how he can get on. But for now, this is the team I'm going with. Hopefully going to get ourselves 3 points here against Norwich. Okay, here we go for this game against Norwich at Carrow Road. Let's see how we get on in this match. Hopefully going to try and get ourselves 3 points. Of course, we're still adapting to this team, trying to play a certain way, and that can at times leave you quite vulnerable, so we've got to be a little bit careful, but hopefully going to bounce back from the 5-1 defeat we had in the last league game. No way. What a save. Bailey pick up Farrell. Do something. Jesus Christ. Not the way I want to start this game at all. Roof, look for Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips has been bombing forward for some reason. That's exactly what I don't want from him. I just want him to sit in front of the defence. Unbelievable. Look at this. How has this been allowed to happen? Crazy. He's through on goal. It's 1-0. Right, okay, well this isn't working, is it? Yeah, okay, so a slight tactical change obviously here. Formation's been slightly tweaked to more of a 3 or a 5 at the back, but Calvin Phillips is the most important player on the pitch. When he doesn't do his job properly, it all messes up, and that's what happened there. He didn't sit in front of the defence and protect them. And they went forward and scored, so lose the game 1-0. I'm not afraid to make a change, rather like Bielsa does in real life. I'm not afraid to make a change early on if necessary, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how he gets on for the next few minutes. Alioski short to Saiz. Saiz down the edge of the box to Click. Klick's getting challenged straight away. Needs to get a pass, not to Craig Dawson. He'll shoot anyway. Deflects over the bar net for a corner. Short one to Alioski. Can he deliver anything better this time? Chance for Pablo. He had to kick through a player there, which is a little bit different. Into Klick. Klick will now shoot from range, and it's another save by the goalkeeper. It's a much better last few minutes since we made those changes. It's going to be Alioski again to deliver. And can he pick somebody out this time? Keeper comes for it and just about punches away. Roof. Great turn. Klick has to score off the bar. This is getting ridiculous. Saiz is still there. Can't win it. It's another corner. Much, much better. Just can't quite get the goal. Saiz will deliver it from this side. Chance here for Phillips to head it back to him. We are useless from corners. There we go. Into Roof. It's Roof onside. Oh, absolutely bottled that. Should have shot a shot. I honestly thought that there was a chance for Alioski. Sums up how things are going in this game so far. That's it for the first half. Still losing the game 1-0. Not too worried though, because it did look much better after conceding. Other than the fact that we should have taken that Roof chance, which we didn't, unfortunately. But other than that, we dominated the rest of that first half. Come on, a big 45 minutes ahead. Let's just try and get ourselves a couple of goals here. We have to win this game, really. Roof, big chance. Saiz has to score this. No, it's saved. Saiz into Klick. Chance for Pablo to get involved. Now looking for Saiz. It's very intricate here, which is what I like. Saiz trying to turn and shoot. He drags it down. Okay, first change. Saiz off, Roberts to come on. A little bit of a controversial one, that one, but I'm still working out Saiz a little bit. He's obviously a starting player, but my issue with him is mainly his stamina. You can really see him drop off sort of with, like, in the final 30 minutes of games. So Roberts comes on. Alioski switched to the right-hand side. 30 minutes left. Not ideal to take it off, but Pablo's now coming inside, so hopefully that's a good replacement. Roof. This is what I mean. Those sort of passes. Absolutely useless. Final two changes. Klick and Hernandez to come off. We're bringing on Brown and Forshaw. I'm so frustrated by the gameplay. It's a nightmare. It feels like I'm making excuses all the time, but that is what I'm struggling to get to grips with. It's as simple as that. I'm used to playing on Legendary throughout most of FIFA 18, I think it was, so it's not the difficulty, it's getting to grips with the way this game plays. It's so different to last year, in my opinion. So yeah, that's it. I don't really want to sort of drag this out for too long, but it's not good. It's not good at all. Really struggling to adapt to the new gameplay. I'll obviously get there eventually, just how many games that's going to take. And it's another defeat for us. Usually I adapt to the new FIFAs in like 2 games, usually. We must be about 10 games, 15 games maybe I've played now in FIFA 19. Okay, so next game now against Hull City in the Cup. We've got to try and bounce back very quickly here. We can't afford to keep losing matches. Just one change to the previous team that we had out, and that's Klick coming off and Baker coming into the team. Not for any particular reason, other than the fact it's a cup game, so I've literally just made one change just so we have at least rotated somebody. The rest of the team stays the same. Calvin Phillips going to play in front of that back 4 again. And we've just got to hope that the few tweaks that I've made tactically are going to work in this match. I can't afford to make a whole change team in this cup game, so that's the reason why you've got the majority of the same team out. Let's just see if we can get through into the next round. Need to figure this out pretty quick, otherwise we're at risk of the season being over before it's really got going. Come on then, straight into this game against Hull City, KCOM Stadium for this match. Let's see how we get on in this game. We've got to get ourselves a win. It's got to be a convincing performance as well. A lot of pressure on this game. Let's try and make sure we put in a good performance. Pablo over to Samu Saiz. He's going to try cross into the middle here, headed away. Good delivery into a dangerous area. Unfortunate though, no one was really that close to it. We just conceded to Hull City here. 17 minutes in at the front post. We obviously should get there with Saiz. We don't, and even worse, the goalkeeper doesn't either. Losing the game 1-0. I've just got to smile about it now because it's just getting a little bit ridiculous. Yes, there we go. Through to Roof. A chance here. He's warm with the goalkeeper. Roof. Had to score. Pablo Hernandez now to deliver into the box. Got to get a flick on. Cleared away as far as Samu Saiz. Do something with it. Come on. Oh, it's got in. It's got in. It's 1-1. Oh my days. How's that got in? I thought it was going to get blocked like it always does. Samu Saiz equalises. 15 minutes left of the first half. Come on now. Let's get ourselves another goal. Ailing bombing forward. Looking into Pablo Hernandez. This is better from us. Alioski. Chance here for Baker. Now it's 2-1. We're in front. We've started now. This could be where our season starts. 2-1. 3 minutes later, it's Lewis Baker. Great bit of play. This is more like the passing that I want to see. In order to do this sort of passing, you need the movement though. And this was much more like it from Baker here. Great overlap. Smashed it home on his weaker side. It's 2-1. This is more like it. How long can we keep it up for? And can we make sure we win this game as well, please? Chance for Baker. Over to Alioski. Has to be a third. Off the post. Finish it. It's an empty net, basically. Had to score that Dalioski. I don't know how he's put it wide. I know it's on his weaker side, but that has to go in. Half time, it's 2-1. We're in front. Okay, that's a starting point. We're in front. We could have maybe had a third goal as well, Dalioski. Got to keep going though. It seems like the little tweaks I've made tactically are working in game, which is good. I decided to take off the 7-second press thing that I had on before. I'd much rather just control my own press in midfield. So we're doing that, and hopefully that's going to help us out. So let's just try and get a third and fourth goal now. We need to kill this game off. Look for Alioski, the pass. It's a great ball into him. Can he pick out Roof in the middle? Chance for Roof. Oh, the connection's pretty poor there. Don't know what sort of technique that was. We need a third goal. Definitely need a third goal. Hull have just had 2 big chances here in the space of a couple of minutes. We desperately need a third goal. Because I needed a big save there for Bay to pick up Farrell. And out for a corner. Got to try and defend this one properly, please. Thank you. We've actually won a header. First change, Forshaw on. Says to come off for the final 25 minutes. This is, of course, a cup game, and we have played 2 games in about 4 days. So we are going to make that change. And give a chance for Forshaw, who's not had that much game time recently. Go on. He's still going, it's Baker. I don't know how he's dodged those challenges. Baker with a chance to shoot. It parried. Unfortunately not into the path of Roof, though. And Hull City have got away with it for now, but still a chance. Roof can't quite get there. Okay, final 2 changes. Brown and Bamford to come on. We'll take off Roof and Hernandez. Final 11 minutes here. Going to a bit of a bigger striker up front now. Douglas into Bamford. Bamford looking for a ball through here into Brown. Brown across to Phillips. Oh, we get so close to playing good football and then it just ends or gets intercepted or whatever happens. So close. Out for a corner. Still got loads of bodies in the box here. Baker to deliver this chance for us. Alioski, try and win it, please. Stop that cross. Right, I've had them. Oh my days. This could be where our season starts. How many times has that happened to us now? I knew it was going to happen as well. I tried to foul her there with Luke Haley. It didn't work. What I was about to say just a few minutes ago was I think I need to start using game plans, because it's not like the previous FIFA when you could just stay on balance the whole game. You actually have to change things. Which is another thing to think about during the match, which I don't really like. But you do have to use game plans, because I'm still ending up with the same amount of bodies in the box from a corner. You get counter-attack like that, and then suddenly it's 2-2 in the game. Okay, so now into penalties. Suddenly out of the blue like that, we're into penalties. I didn't realise we went straight to it after a game, but clearly we do. So, yes, let's play penalties now. Hull City to step up first. Can we save this one? Tried to go left, didn't quite find where I was after. Barry Douglas to step up, try and take it. Can we hit the top left-hand corner, please, Barry? No. That's annoying. Okay, Campbell to step up. This has gone as bad as possible right now. Luckily we've saved one. Thank God for that. Bamford trying to hit the top right-hand corner with his left foot if he can. Saved by the Hull City goalkeeper. Yet to score one. Hendrickson now to step up from the penalty spot. Go on. Yes, there we go. Luckily they're both as bad as each other. Baker up next. Can he hit the top left? There we go. We've scored one. About time as well. Took us 3 penalties. Bowen to step up next for Hull City. I'm going to dive right, and it's the opposite direction. Hull City again in front. Come on, Alioski, level us up, please. Don't put it wide. There we go. 2-2. Next up for Hull City. Let's see which way he's going to go. Too slow again. Too slow. Craig Dawson. It's vibrating, so if I miss this, presumably we're out of the Carabao Cup. Craig Dawson, just miss it, please. Okay, that's actually happened. We're out of the Carabao Cup, and that's one less competition to think about. That's how I'm seeing it as. I mean, literally 1.5 minutes ago, we were winning 2-1. Okay, so we're out of the Carabao Cup. This is such a weird episode. It's not usually like this. This is such a strange one. Okay, so we're trying to make a loan signing here for Orlando Aarons from Newcastle. 1 year loan, and we're going to try and get some sort of contract done here in terms of the wage split and things. 40% is the initial offer. Let's see what they say to that. Yes, they're happy to do it, and Rolando Aarons will hopefully join us if he agrees to the loan deal. Decided to go for that because we need a new winger, we need a bit of pace, need an outlet. We're lacking that in Harrison's absence at the moment, so trying to look for somebody there that can help us in that sense. And we're also trying to make a move possibly for Edwards in a minute as well, but looking at a few different players, just seeing whether we can try and bring somebody in. We'll go for Luckman as well, see what they say to 40% on that. No one wants to pay 60%, that's obviously not going to happen. 45% I'll do. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, something to try and bring back Barrow, but that would have to be a permanent deal. It's quite an expensive one as well. Probably use up most of our budget, if not all of it. It was tempting. I just like his pace a lot, but I think for now I'll leave that one. I'll have a look at Marcus Edwards. Are they interested? No, okay, that's a little bit surprising. So we'll wait on Luckman and Rolando Aarons. Just hope one of them agrees to join us. And let's see what's happening here. Yes, Luckman loaned in, and so is Aarons. Okay, got them both. I thought I was having to accept one of them, but okay, we've got them both into the club. That's the most important thing. 2 new wingers, which is good to see. Needed some youth and a bit of pace out wide, I felt. So good to have those 2 guys now as bench options. Let's have a look. So 72 overall and 70 overall. Luckman there, good stats on him. Can also play in a striker position or centre forward type position, which is good. And something I felt that we needed. Aarons as well, another fast player. Not actually as fast as I remember, but still enough pace for us. Okay, and even though that we have sort of £6.7 million left to spend, we're not actually going to spend it. We'll leave it until January. I think it's always important to leave some budget over, ready for that transfer window. So not going to spend the rest of the budget now. I'm happy with the size that we've made for now. The squad is good enough to compete. There's no doubt about that. It's whether we can get the performances in game or not that I'm still a little bit concerned by, but I guess we'll have to wait and see as we go to the first part of the season. That's annoying. Man City being approached for Phil Foden on loan by a Spanish club. We weren't allowed to approach him for loan before. Can we do it now? Oh, we can now. Let's bring in Phil Foden then. So much for no new signings. I'll happily bring Foden in if he's willing to accept it. Just because obviously we get something agreed here doesn't necessarily mean he will sign for us. Let's go 50-50, 15,750. He's agreed to that as Pep, which is good news, but now will Phil Foden agree to join us? This could be a big signing if we can bring him in. I'll be really happy with that. It's just whether he chooses to come down to the Championship or whether he wants to go to that Spanish club or whether he just rejects it. Let's see. Loman rejected. Disappointing. Well, that's everything for the transfer deadline day. We're going to play the final game of today's episode against Middlesbrough. I can't leave us on 2 defeats. Even though we're sat 18th in the league, we have got ourselves a few different Player of the Month nominations this month. So it can't all be bad because we've got 3 players nominated apparently. As you can see, 3 players there. I think it's Douglas, Phillips and Ayling. I'm not too sure. 3 out of the 4 players are Leeds players, so we can't be doing that badly. I'll take 3 nominations out of the 4. That's not bad considering how our season's gone so far, so they can clearly see some performances. But we'll move on to this game now against Middlesbrough. This is the team I'm going to go with. A little bit of a controversial choice in this lineup at the moment, but I'll explain it in a second. Peacock Farrell starts in goal. Ayling, Dawson, Janssen, Douglas at the back. De Bock, okay, bear with me. De Bock is a holding midfielder. Bear with me, I'll get to it in a second. Saiz and Click in front of him. Hernandez, Roof and Alioski. Now, I don't like De Bock. Don't think he's a great player. Probably not going to end up using him that much, but I do want to try and find somewhere for him if he is going to stay at the club, if he has a chance to stay at the club. Now, the reason why I'm going to put him as a holding midfielder is because he's got a high defensive work rate. Calvin Phillips at the moment is on a medium defensive work rate and a high attacking work rate. That's the reason why he's bombing forward all the time, and that really isn't good for a holding midfielder. We're already playing very expansively, we're already quite vulnerable at the back. We need somebody to stay there, so I'm trying it out for this game. Forshaw is another option to play there. He could probably do an okay job there, but we're going to give it a go with De Bock on the holding midfielder position. The bench looks like this. Lookman gets on there. Obviously one of our new loaner signings. He might be needed during this game. Let's just see how we get on. A few little tweaks to the tactics as well. I've adjusted some of the game plans, and I will show you them once they're fully developed. I've just made a few little tweaks. Let's go on with the game. Let's try and get ourselves 3 points before we end today's episode. Can we do it? Let's wait and see. Let's just hope we can get more of a performance in this game. That's all we can do. I'm still confident in the team, still confident in the players that we've got. I just think it's about getting used to the gameplay and developing a bit of a better style of play, and also getting the positioning right as well. At times that has been all over the place. Click coming forward, Saiz here, Saiz over to Alioski, that's much better. Alioski to shoot for a tight angle, it's 1-0, what a strike from Alioski inside 7 minutes, and he's scored. We put ourselves in front here, he'll headbutt the corner flag, and that is us in front here against Borough. Really good bit of play actually, playing across the midfield line and attacking line as well. Alioski smashing it home into the top right hand corner, no chance of saving it, and we're in front early on here, that's a good start. De Bock into Alioski, Alioski a good chance for him to maybe try and get a cross in. Struggling for height in there, but Roof trying to get there into Saiz. Has that gone in? I think it's gone in, and what a goal that would be. I think it's Samuel Saiz who knees it into the back of the net, and that is fantastic play. That is more like it from us. That is what I was after. And it's Alioski here who just brings it back. Little chip into Roof, cushioned header, and Saiz just nods it or pokes it past the goalkeeper. Don't really know what body part he used there. Roof with an acrobatic one, and I think it is just a little sort of tap past the goalkeeper. He should probably save it, but he doesn't. It's 2-0, doubled our lead, and this is the Leeds United I wanted to see. Look at that manager on the touchline, he's loving it. 2-0 up, 18 minutes in. Tableau. Looking to Roof. Roof waiting for Saiz to make the run. Ball through Saiz. Oh, went for the header. It's a good save by Randolph, though. Couldn't quite generate enough power behind that one. Okay, it's half-time. Winning the game 2-0. Looking really, really strong. Completely control this game. And as much as it pains me to say it, De Bock's arguably been one of the best players on the pitch in this first half. And I don't really rate him as a left-back in real life at all. He's been pretty useless for Leeds since signing, hence why he's not got a chance this season. But he's actually controlled that midfield really, really well, just stayed in front of that defence. And the only chance that Middlesbrough have had is when we've made mistakes. And we have done 2 or 3 times that first half, giving the ball away, but it's never looked like it was going to cause us to concede. And that's the main thing. That's something that we struggled with for the early part of today's episode and previous episodes as well. So it's positive signs, but still early signs. It's just one half of a game at the moment. De Bock into Roof. Roof can turn. Oh, just puts it over the bar. Good opportunity for us. Unfortunate for him to not really get over that one enough. It's quite a poor strike in the end. We'll make some changes now, about 25 minutes left of this game. First 2 changes, Forshaw and Lookman to come on. We're going to take off Barry Douglas and Hernandez. De Bock's going to play as a left-back now, which again is not something that's going to be happening very regularly, but it's because he's still on the pitch, and I want to try out Forshaw as a holding midfielder to see whether he could play the De Bock role we've just seen for the most of this game. Lookman going on the right-hand side. We'll see how that goes. We'll make the final change, which will be Saiz to come off, and probably Calvin Phillips to come on and see whether he can now play that role as we've seen in this game. So, yeah, we're trying things out still very much here, but just a few little tweaks. Well played. That's a brilliant punch from Bailey Pigott-Farrell. Needed that one as well. Chance for us to get running. Doesn't seem like we're going to have enough time for that final change, unfortunately. Roof waited to play the ball through to Lookman, though. A chance for a counter-attack. Lookman surely has to be able to beat the centre-back. He's still going, and it's saved. Saiz is there into Roof, and he prods it home. It's 3-0. Don't know how I've not dealt with that, but we've scored in the 90th minute. Kemar Roof gets a third for us, and it's a fantastic counter-attack there. Lookman did a great job of driving us forward, just about managed to beat his man and get the ball into the box. And we will now make the final change. There's only 2 minutes to go, but we'll make it anyway. So yeah, Saiz coming off, Calvin Phillips coming on. He's going to play in the holder midfielder position for the final 2 minutes. I wanted to get a bit of a better look at him playing that role again in this game, but unfortunately we're not going to have quite enough time. But yeah, just slowly sort of adjusting the team to playing from someone with a high defensive work rate to medium in Forshaw, and then someone with a high attacking work rate in Calvin Phillips. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do, just sort of ease the team into that style of play. And that's how it finishes, 3-0. Really happy with that. Very impressed with the performance. The rotation in midfield was much better than what we've seen so far in this season. In previous games, it's been a case of all sort of 3 midfielders going forward at the same time, and that's something you can't do, obviously. So it's really good to see De Bock initially sort of being the person to protect the defence, and then clicked it a little bit with Forshaw as well. So yeah, really impressed with how we got on there. 3-0 win and a clean sheet, and it's deserved. The only chances they created were the ones we gave them. So very much in control of the game. Just need to get rid of a few of the errors, and we'll be almost perfect, really. But it is just one game, so yeah, I need to make sure we're doing much better next episode. The first 2 games of today's episode, not good enough. This has been recorded on a different day, in case you haven't noticed. So I've tried to sort of jig a few things around in the tactics, and that's the sort of performance we've got from that. That victory puts us up to 13th. Still not a great position, let's be honest, but 8 points now that we're on. That's the second win of the season, but it's a very comfortable win as that against Middlesbrough. And yeah, you can see we're a little bit off the top. 6 points. I didn't see Swansea there. But if you look at the likes of Wigan, who are in second place, they've lost 2 games out of the 6. So it's not like they're in great form themselves. But like I say, stringing a few wins under our belts is going to be enough really to get us into a good position. So we'll see if we can do that next episode. Need to really win 3 games on the bounce if possible. That's everything for today's episode though. Thank you all so much for watching. Apologies about the start of the episode. Things clearly improved, and hopefully we can get some more wins next time round. I'd appreciate you dropping a like on today's video. Let's try and hit 100 likes if we can. And if you do that, I'll give you a bonus episode as well. So let's go ahead and see how we can get on today's video. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.